The first lesson in our social studies book pertains to early American history. Before the arrival of the first European explorers, America was inhabited by many different tribes of people. These Native Americans had diverse cultures, languages, religions, and systems of government that largely reflected the geographical resources available to each group. For example, in the Arctic region, where the climate made food scarce and survival difficult, the Inuit lived in small populations, hunted animals for food, and built dwellings out of ice and snow. In the arid Southwest, the Hopi people developed irrigation techniques that allowed them to grow crops. They also built their homes out of resources offered by the landscape in which they lived. The Iroquois Nation was a league of 5 tribes that lived in the Northeast. They formed a complex democratic allegiance that later served as inspiration for many of our founding documents. Europeans started arriving in the Americas in the late 1400s. The Spanish explorers, often called conquistadors, were the first to begin colonizing the New World. In the early 1500s, the Spanish conquered the Aztec people of Mexico and began spreading north. They built many missions in the southern United States for the purpose of converting Native Americans to Catholicism. The Mission San Antonio de Valero is one of the best remembered, though today we call it the Alamo. French explorers colonized parts of Canada and came down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico. This is why we still see remnants of French culture and language in parts of Louisiana today. The French were also well known for trading animal furs with the Native Americans and selling them for high prices back in Europe. The Dutch also established colonies in the northeastern United States, but those colonies, along with many of the French colonies, were eventually taken over by England. According to our book, colonization occurs when one country discovers, settles, and exploits another part of the world. The colonizing country takes political and economic control over the new area and its people. There were many reasons Europeans wanted to colonize the newly discovered continent. Many hoped to become wealthy. Others wanted to spread Christianity among the Native Americans. Others simply wanted new trading partners and expanded territory. The Pilgrims were a group of people who came to America in search of religious freedom. They first set sail on the Mayflower in 1620 in hopes of establishing the second English colony in North America. While still aboard the ship, these colonists wrote and signed the Mayflower Compact. This important document helped establish the concept of self-government in the New World.